begin in a child's pose. So knees open wide, toes together. And we'll come on down to our forehead on the mat or on a block. Once you get there, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out the mouth. And then we can allow the body to fall into a stillness. And the gentle opening of the hips. Maybe a gentle opening of the shoulders and the heart space. And the back as you breathe into the back of the heart and the back of the lungs. Let's take an inhale and start to walk the palms together so they meet. And then we'll bend the elbows, reach the hands to the back of the neck. Good. Then you can lift the head a little bit, walk the elbows forward, and then sink back down, allowing the heart to melt down towards the mat. And you'll take a nice deep breath in. And a slower breath out. Let's do 2 more here. We'll stay here for the inhale. And when we exhale, let's lower the hands on down. We'll inhale, press into the knees and the hands and come on up to your hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes under, lift the knees to a downward facing dog. Okay. Once we're in our dog, let's take a breath in. And we'll reach the heels nice and high. So you come up onto the balls of the feet. And when you exhale, we'll lower the heels back down towards the mat. And let's do that again. Breathe in, lift the heels. Breathe out, lower the heels down. Good. Inhale, lift the heels nice and high. Maybe you feel the toes stretching out, and then maybe we can come all the way up onto the tiptoes. Try it out. And then exhale, come on back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach the heels. Come up onto the balls of the feet, and maybe you can come up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, back down. Good. Breath in. And a slow Ujjayi breath out. Good. Inhale, reach the left leg to the sky, nice and high. You can keep the hips squared, point the left toes down towards the mat. Press into the heel, take a breath in, grow nice and long. And when you exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, round the spine, and then come up onto the ball of the right foot. Pull it in nice and tight, and then we'll bring that left foot to the inside of the hands. Let's drop the hips, open the heart. Gaze comes forward. And we'll do a nice wide twist here. So let's plant the right hand down, and then we can walk the left foot off to the left side of the mat a little bit, and then we'll bring the left hand to the left hip. Take a breath in, and when you exhale, pull the heart open towards the left. Maybe the gaze lifts towards the sky. You're pressing into the right heel backwards and still reaching the crown forward so you have a nice long spine. Take a breath in. Maybe you reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. Nice wide collarbone. We're pressing the left shoulder and the right shoulder open. One more inhale here. And then exhale. Let's lower the left hand down. We'll step the left foot back into a plank. Take a breath in. Crown reaches forward, heels reach back. And a slow breath out. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale. Let's lift the hips, come back to a downward facing dog. Breathe in. And a slow Ujjayi breath out. Good. Inhale, slow. Lift the right leg to the sky. Hips are squared, pressing into both heels. Let's take a breath in, grow nice and long. And exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose. Coming up onto the ball of the left foot, pull it in nice and tight. And then we'll lower the right foot down in between the hands. Let's drop the hips, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze into a runner's lunge. Good. Let's lower the left palm down onto the mat. You can walk the right heel out. A nice wide twist. Right hand comes to the right thigh, and then we'll pull the heart open towards the right. And take a breath in. Reach the crown forward, send the left heel back, and exhale, slow. Good. Maybe that right arm reaches up towards the sky. And you go expansive throughout the front body. Take a breath in, and a slow breath out. We'll stay here for the inhale. And then exhale, bring the right hand back to the mat. Good. Step the right foot back. Plank pose. Crown reaches forward, heels reach back. Take another breath in. And then exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. And a slow breath out. Inhale, reach the heels up towards the sky. We'll flex one foot, step it forward. Flex the other foot, step it forward just a little bit. Hips are lifted as we continue all the way to the front of the mat. And then when we reach the front, heels come down and fold forward. Good. Inhale, let's lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, all the way to standing. And exhale, float the arms back down by the sides. Tadasana. Gaze comes to the tip of the nose or one point in front of you. Take another breath in here. And a slow breath out. Good. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with your heart. Good. Inhale, lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Take a big step back with the left foot. Good. Let's drop the hips, pull the heart forward, runner's lunge. And then when we inhale next, let's squeeze the hips together, squeeze the thighs, and we'll rise on all the way up to a crescent lunge. Good. We're lunging into the right knee. Take a breath in. Gaze at one point in front of you. Good. One more inhale here. And exhale, let's pull the hands together at heart center. And we'll come into another twist. So let's lean halfway forward. And then we'll take the left elbow to the right thigh. Good. Breath in. And exhale. Maybe you can pull the heart towards the right a little bit more. We're still pressing into the left heel and reaching the crown forward. So you're expanding the spine nice and long. And we're squeezing the thighs and the hips towards the midline. Take another breath in here. And a slow breath out. Good. Inhale. Let's unwind. And we'll still stay leaning forward. Palms together at heart center. Let's come into a bent leg, warrior three. So we'll lean forward into that front foot. Right leg is bent and we'll pull the left foot up off of the mat. Good. Once we get there, we'll straighten the right knee, flex the left foot, take a breath in, and then exhale, bend back into that right knee and tap the toes back into the crescent lunge. Good. Inhale, we lift back up, and we'll come into that again. Let's lean forward. Good. Bent leg, warrior three. Lift the back foot. Nice and slow, we start to straighten that right leg. Make sure you're flexing the left foot. Good. Once again, right knee bends. Tap the back foot. Good. Lift back up into the crescent lunge. One more time, lean forward. Lift it up into your bent leg, warrior three. Straighten the right leg, and then bend the back in. Tap the back foot, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping that right foot back into a plank. Take a breath in here. Crown reaches forward, heels reach back. One more inhale. You can always lower the back knees if you need to, and then we'll bend into the elbows to a chaturanga, and then all the way down to the belly. Good. Untuck the toes, press into the palms, reach the heart forward and up to a baby cobra. Exhale through hands and knees to downward facing dog. Breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. One more. And a slow breath out. Good. Lift the heels. Flex the right foot, step it forward a little bit. Flex the left foot, step it forward a little bit, all the way to the front of the mat. Heels come down, you fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms come down by the sides. Tadasana. Gaze comes to one point in front of you or the tip of the nose. Take a breath in and a slow breath out. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, lead with the heart. Inhale, lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, big step back with the right foot this time. Good. Drop the hips, pull the heart forward. And then we'll squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the hips. And when we breathe in, we'll press into the feet, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, into our crescent lunge. Take a breath in and a slow breath out. Good. One more inhale. And exhale, we pull the palms together at heart center. Let's lean halfway forward. We're sending the right heel back, crown reaches forward, and then we'll come into our twist. Right elbow to left thigh. take a breath in. And exhale, maybe you pull the left shoulder open a little bit more. Good. One more breath here. A slow breath out. Good. And then we come into our bent leg 3, or warrior 3. Working in our leg strength, let's take a breath in, press into the left foot, bent knee, and we'll come up onto our warrior 3. Good. And then we press into the left foot, straighten the left leg, and then we'll bend back into that knee, tap the back foot down, lift back up into our crescent. Good. Lean forward. Bent leg, warrior 3. Take it on up, press into the right heel. Good, and then we'll press into both feet, come on up to the straight leg. Bend back into it. Tap the back foot down. Inhale up. Good. Last time, lean forward. Bend into that knee, come on up, and then we'll straighten the left knee. Bending back into it, tap the back foot down, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Good, a nice moment. We'll exhale, take the hands down to frame out the foot, and step that left foot back into our plank. Ah, good, take a breath in. Never thought the plank would be so relieving, huh? Exhale, slow. Good, one more inhale. And then exhale, bend into the elbows to chaturanga. All the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, reach the heart forward and up, baby cobra. And then we'll squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the toes, lift the legs as well. Let's pull the palms back, back, back towards the hips. And maybe you can lift the heart a little higher. Take a breath in and a slow breath out. One more inhale. And then we'll lower just the feet, press into the palms, and then maybe lift the heart a little higher into a fuller cobra. And then exhale, lower back down. Through hands and knees to downward facing dog. Breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. Another inhale. And a slower exhale. Last one, breathe in. And a slow breath out. We'll lift the left leg to the sky slow. Let's bend the left knee and then open the hip. That should feel really good. A nice, good moment for you this morning. Take a breath in. And you can stay here if you'd like, or you can come into wild things. So you'll take a look at the left foot and start to allow it to fall, fall, fall behind you, coming up onto the blade of the right foot. That left arm reaches up and you open the heart. Take a breath in and a slow breath out. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. And Ujjayi breath out. Good. Right leg lifts to the sky. And we can bend the knee, open the hip. Good. And you can just hang here if you'd like, or come into the wild thing. So take a look at the right foot and watch it as it falls open outside of the left leg, coming onto the blade of the left foot. The right arm reaches up towards the sky, lift the hips, open the heart, take a breath in, and a slow breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, we come back to our downward facing dog. Good, breathe in. And the Ujjayi breath out. Good, let's take one more inhale. And then we'll lower the knees. Knees come together, toes come together. Child's pose. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a little hug. Take a breath in. And a slow breath out. And we can bring the palms towards the face. And slowly press into the palms and lift on up into a seat on the heels. Good. We can take the hips to one side and bring the legs forward. Good. Let's come into a square pose. So cross your legs, right foot on top of the left ankle. So right ankle on top of the left ankle, flex the feet. You can have a nice wide diamond shape here. And then you can start to walk the right foot out towards the knee a little bit, as much as you can, whatever feels most comfortable. And then we'll bring the hands right next to the hips, lift the head and lift the heart, and take a breath in. And you can stay here, or you can start to walk the hands forward and come on down to a forward fold. And we start to notice the breath slowing down. We can start to notice the areas that are holding tension in the body. And maybe we can breathe into those areas and allow them to soften just a bit. Using the palms, you can press back up to a seat. And we can lean back a little bit and cross the ankles the other way. Good. Make sure you're flexing the feet. You can walk the left foot towards the right knee a little bit more. And palms right next to the hips. Lift the crown, lift the heart. You can stay here, or you can start to fold forward. can start to press into the palms, lift back up. Good. And then we can come on down to our back. We'll send the left leg long. Pull the right knee in towards the chest and give it a little squeeze. Good. And we can send the right arm off to the side in a T or a cactus shape and pull the left knee across the body for a twist. Gaze can come over the right shoulder. Breathe in, come back to center. And we'll switch sides. Right leg long, pull the left knee in towards the chest. Squeeze it in nice and tight. And then left arm comes off to the side in a T or cactus shape, and we'll pull the knee across the body. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. And we'll send that left leg long. Arms come along beside you, palms facing the sky. And I'll give you a few moments to rest. Start to deepen the breath and wake your body up, wiggling fingers and toes. And in your own way, your own time, we'll come on up to a seat. Let's close with a cleansing breath. We'll bring the palms together at heart center, bow the chin towards the chest. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And sigh. As always, let's ask that this practice be a benefit to all beings. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for sharing your practice with me. If you liked it, please share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe.